Alright, so today we're going to be looking at Will Tennyson's bulking diet, right? But before we get to the video, don't leave yet, but I have a little story time, right? So this morning, right, I sit down to record this exact video, right? I literally had this jacket on, right? I was sat here, and I just start, recording. I'm kind of in a flow state, right? So I just get to the video, right? And so, after I finish the video, I go downstairs, you know what I'm saying? I eat some eggs, have some fruits on the side, have some meat, amazing meal, animal based, like I talk about on this channel. And so I get on a call with the homies. We start talking about, business and entrepreneurship and whatever the fuck, or just we start talking about fucking AI and artificial intelligence, a bunch of random shit. Next thing you know, right? I'm like, okay, it's about 4 p.m. now. Okay, let me go and edit that video, right? Let me edit that video so I can schedule it for tomorrow morning. So I sit down, right, to edit this video. I transfer it, right, into my editing app. I start playing it. Tell me why that shit had no fucking audio. So this time I got it right. So I made sure to plug in my mic. So we're gonna try and get this good. I'm gonna just FYI, I'm just recording this whole shit in one take. I'm not fucking cutting shit. Okay, so I'm gonna take this whole thing in one take. All right, so let's get to it.
Growing up, I've had a lot of nicknames like the Muffin Man, the Village Bike, all these cameraman, but one nickname that's on the rise is Will Trenny. A lot of people think I'm a fake natty, which is amazing. It means I'm doing something right. I am the biggest, I'm the strongest, I'm the heaviest I've been in like the past 10 years, weighing in this morning at 201 pounds. So today I'm
That's light, bro. Only 201. Bro, I'm 6'8" and 230 pounds, bro. Like, come on.
Show you guys everything I'm doing with my diet and my training. Let's go.
Let's rate this already. Okay, pumpkins, disgusting. Egg whites, decent, but I don't get the purpose of separating that whites from the eggs when you could just have a more balanced whole thing. Vanilla, tastes good. Kind of toxic, though. Silk, cashew, I don't know what the fuck this is. If this is cashew milk, I swear to God. Yo, the way they make almond milk and oat milk, by the way, they just grind up almonds. They put a bunch of fucking seed oils in there to make it have some fat content. It's just disgusting. And then they add hella ingredients in there. They blend it all together with water, and then they put it in like some fucking container, which is just fucking disgusting. It's not milk by definition. Milk is the fluid that is made by the mother of a mammal to sustain it to live a long, healthy life.
If I'm being honest with you guys, I have not.
Let's skip ahead to the actual meal though. He's gonna yap, I feel like. Actually, no, I already watched this video. I'm not even gonna fucking lie, bro. I watched this shit, guys. Okay, boom. He's gonna start talking about some bullshit.
Spread the nut right on top of that cake. And now we're gonna frost this thing like it's getting married tomorrow, or I just failed no nut. One serving of Greek yogurt.
Wait, you just what?
Frost this thing like it's getting married tomorrow, or I just failed no nut. One
that shit is corny.
Serving of Greek yogurt, 175 grams.
Okay, the only thing good here is the Greek yogurt. Dairy is good. I'm for dairy. By the way, if you guys don't know what this channel is about, I talk about the animal-based diet, health and fitness overall, and building an aesthetic physique while feeling your best on an animal-based diet. And if you guys want to learn more about that, first thing in the description is my community. I have these courses for free if you guys want to go, and I also have like free calls weekly. Oh, why the fuck is it glitching?
Last but not least, we have our apple diced up. Just drop it from a height. Actually, don't drop it, no. It's 755 calories. Pretty good. A lot of volume here. Mm-hmm. Don't go around telling your friends you're having cake for breakfast, because that's like bragging like you got into high school. It's not the best cake I've ever had, but when it comes to my diet, I don't need to win. I just can't keep losing.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, a lot of times when you're on a cut, it's like if you just eat the essentials, again, I still think you should track your calories. It does help. Calories aren't really the best way of tracking for nutrition, because you could dirty bulk and kind of like say, oh, I'm tracking my calories, so that doesn't really work. And I made a whole video on that before. But tracking your calories does help in the sense that you kind of limit your food. But I do think it's more about not losing than winning all the time. And what I mean by that is, if you simply just stick to the essentials, which is just like, okay, eat an animal-based diet, get a good amount of protein, especially if you're in development, and just eat an overall like whole foods diet, then you'll be set. A general rule of thumb, listen, even if you guys aren't in the animal-based community, you guys don't want to get into the science and all that, just get this, okay? Eat what you intuitively think tastes good among natural whole foods? Now, if you were to intuitively eat, would you intuitively choose vegetables? No, you wouldn't. Among natural whole foods. Would you intuitively choose vegetables, or would you choose eggs and meat, avocado and fruits? Right, so it's intuition, right? Like that. This is like to simplify the shit out of it. There's obviously hella science I can get into, and it's gonna complicate shit. But if we were to just simply just break it down to the bare bones, eat intuitively among what tastes good and is whole foods. If you just do that, you'll lose weight. Your body composition will be amazing. Your metabolism will go up. Your metabolic rate will go up. You'll feel like, hotter, warmer. Just better overall. Your physique's gonna look better, and you're gonna live a longer, healthier life, and just get good sleep. So yeah.
Holy shit.
Why is it glitching?
If that was like normal protein cake, I probably would have just died. Take a look.
Okay, let's skip ahead. No, I'm not gonna fucking waste. So pretty much this whole workout is kind of shit. Like, let's go right here. What I noticed is this guy trains like a lot of lower chest, and I see his like lower chest like hella overdeveloped, or like not hella overdeveloped, but he just has that like round chest bodybuilder look. If you want an aesthetic physique, which I talk about in my community, you just want to train like, especially in the chest, you want to train upper chest more than you do lower chest, right? Because upper chest creates like that full look with your chest, but lower chest kind of gives you like man boobs, right? Like this is like a picture of somebody. I'll see if I can find a good example right here of somebody who just developed man boobs just because they overtrained their lower chest. It's not real man boobs. It's not gyno, but it's just your lower chest is overdeveloped. But yeah, let's skip this part. Let's go to a part that's more interesting. Let's go to his next meal. All right, so my sibling just distracted me, but let's get back to it. Okay, so we're just gonna skip to a part that's a little bit more interesting. Let's go to like right here. Boom. I know this video is kind of fast-paced. I'm usually chill, calm, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe if you want to see more videos. But anyways, this video, I'm kind of rushing through it because I have to go somewhere right after this. And also, I just want to, not fucking have a muted video,
Some
All right.
fast fried steak, because I like to think there's
Oh, hold on. I think I missed this part the first time around. I only saw it till here.
I have like a taco salad, I'm just gonna call it that. We have ourselves 1.5 avocados that I've diced up. I have a wad of cilantro. If you guys don't like cilantro, quick little option, don't add it in, okay? So we're gonna add a little, actually a lot of cilantro, holy shit. Then
if you ask anybody why vegetables are so good for them, they couldn't tell you a single reason.
We have a ton of red onion. I'm an engaged man now, it doesn't really matter. We're gonna take half the lime, just squirt her.
This is so sad, bro. Let's go to the actual meat. Let's go.
Number 3, this is my biggest meal of the day, right around like 1,200 calories all said and done here. Typically I have chicken breast, but now I've really been enjoying some dark meat chicken, some chicken thighs. Dark thighs save lives, guys. Maturing is learning how to open up and expand your horizons to the benefits that dark meat can offer. So,
bro, dudes just be saying shit, bro. I don't know what the fuck he just... Can we play that shit back? Hold on, let's go.
Maturing is learning how to open up and expand your horizons to the benefits that
Maturing is learning, and that'll open up and expand your horizons to benefits. Yo, someone please decipher that shit in the comments, bro. Holy fuck.
So we have 10 ounces of some chicken thighs here. All we're gonna do is add some lemon pepper seasoning. Now we're just gonna sear the chicken breast on both sides so it gets crispy and golden brown.
Oh my god, that's fucking bad, bro. That's like heavily oxidized meat, and that's just gonna that's going to cause a lot of oxidative stress in the body. Like, obviously, you can have antioxidants, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, this is intentionally just harming the body, right? You never want to eat charred meat like this. There is some, like, evidence showing that long-term, like, doing this enough does cause cancer. Especially if you are eating fast food and it's cooked in fucking seed oils, which are 10 times more oxidizing than the next fat, which is monounsaturated, and even after that, saturated fat. Polyunsaturated fat is the single most susceptible fat to oxidization, right? And if you look like in terms of like globally around the world, right? The closer to the equator you go, the more saturated and monounsaturated fats you'll see, because saturated and monounsaturated fats are more stable at high temperatures, right? And so for that reason, things that live in the tropics have adapted in a way that allows them to have more saturated fat, because then they would be less prone to oxidization, right? So, like, let's say coconuts, for example, right? They're not that prone to oxidization because, like, for example, like, avocados are, right? But coconuts aren't. Yeah, the reason for that is because, coconuts have a high amount of saturated fat. And the more north you go, right? Like for example, fish in like the Arctic regions, right? Like the Inuit, where the Inuit people live, those fish actually have a higher polyunsaturated fatty acid content, right? Higher proof of content. And that's why the Inuit are actually more adapted to polyunsaturated fatty acids or seed oils than the average population, right? Like the majority of human population before we left the tropics, which didn't happen until like 30,000 years ago, we ate um we ate a high, like a very low PUFA diet, like 1 or 2% PUFA diet. And like the Inuit are probably the only people in the world, honestly, that have adapted to a, up to 15% PUFA saturation diet, like PUFA diet, if that makes sense, right? So the more like where we adapted, just to summarize, the place we adapted for like the majority of, our time as human beings is the tropics, and that's where you'll see the most amount of saturated fatty acids. Like the only people that have adapted to slightly more PUFA in their diet are the Inuit, and that's because they live in fucking Alaska, right? So let's keep it going. I'm gonna kind of skip ahead. Let's see what else he makes. Okay, what's this?
Consistency
What is that?
is literally a skill. This is the kind of consistency you're looking for, so that when you kind of go like this, it kind of goes like that. You know what I mean? It kind of just like
Okay, I don't know what
does that.
is.
Look at my banana emerge. Banana is a fruit that deserves a second life. What can I say? We're gonna go 75.
Yeah, bananas are amazing.
Okay, it's time to pull out on time. There we go. Oh, wow, that looked good. This one is gonna be the threesome that I'm gonna ask to go sit on the
That's fucking
couch.
disgusting. All right, so just to summarize this video, I think Will Tennyson's diet is pretty like fucking pretty shit, to be honest. Like I don't know where he's getting his protein from, especially at his size, which makes me genuinely start to, think like maybe he is on trend. Just saying, because like he showed us what, like 8 ounces of 8 ounces of chicken breast and like half a pound of beef. Like, there's no way that's a day in the life of bulking. Like, are we dead ass? Like, and whey protein, like a scoop of whey protein at the start. That's like 80. That's not 80. That's like 120 grams of protein at 205 pounds. That's a little bit too low for comfort, I would say. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's his choice to be on trend. But yeah, I think overall that's the end of this video. I don't really know what else I could say. If you guys want to join my free community where you guys can learn about building an aesthetic physique and the animal-based diet, as well as get access to my entire workout routine, and you guys could just copy it on your own. And also my like the places where I shop for my food that is affordable and that you can consistently get it, stuff like that. You guys can join my free community, first link in the description. And otherwise, that's it. Peace.